Okay, man, so we're talking about Street Fighter 2 once again because after my last video, there were a lot of people that they were disrespecting me, okay? They were saying that I was ignorant because they were disagreeing, man. They think that Street Fighter 2 is, a classic game. It is, some timeless masterpiece. But I just want to prove today, man, I'm going to scientifically prove, okay, that Street Fighter 4 is better than Street Fighter 2, okay? And I'm just gonna start off at the title screen, okay? Look at the title screen, man. Ultra Street Fighter 4, you know, versus Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, okay? There's a pretty clear difference, man. I mean, I think that 4 is a higher number than 2, okay? That is mathematics, man. You cannot argue with that, okay? 4 is twice as high as 2, and I think that is saying something, man. Okay, four, it came out in a different time, man. They had learned how to make quality competitive games, man. And I'm just gonna say it, okay. Super Street Fighter 2, it is old, okay. It is made in a time when they did not even know how to make games, man. They sure didn't know how to make good games because they could not even balance it, man. It is terribly imbalanced, okay. You've got to play certain characters, okay? And if you don't play them, then you are just screwed, okay? Because I've gotten in there, man, and I've tried to play it, and they got people like Fei Long, man, that they are just punching you and kicking you, and you cannot do anything about it, man. He starts doing this, what? And you're just screwed, man. I mean, it is unstoppable. And they got characters like Zangief, man. He can grab you from half the screen away, okay, and it is instant, man. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so it is just bullshit, and it's pretty broken. So, you know, I would throw on top of that, man. Okay, Ultra versus Super, man. I think that Ultra is the better word. Okay, I think that it is a higher word, man. It is a more advanced, more evolved game. Okay, and they're just trying to tell you that from the start. Okay, so to get back to the numbers, okay, let's keep it simple, man. Let's keep it with the math. Street Fighter 4 has 47 characters, okay, man. It is a rich roster, okay. It's got somebody for everybody, okay. I play Rose because she is probably the best Street Fighter character ever. She is, the most safe, and you can play correct with her. But in Street Fighter 2, man, they've only got 12 characters, okay, and that is just shameful. This is 2017, man, and Capcom, they're trying to remake it, man. They're putting out Ultra Street Fighter 2 or whatever, and they've only got, maybe 16 characters in it, and that is including, okay, they took the characters from Street Fighter 4, man. They're putting in Evil Ryu and Akuma, okay, and as we all know, they're both from Street Fighter 4, okay, so they're just trying to fool the fans, man. They're trying to lure them in to thinking that it is as good as 4, okay, but it is clearly not. So, on the subject of characters, man, let's just throw it out there, okay? Street Fighter 4, they were advanced, man. They were progressive. They had downloadable content, okay? Once they put out the game, a lot of people will accuse Capcom and some other modern companies of putting out half of a game, okay? But what I would say is they put out, Street Fighter 4, they put out Vanilla, and it was a pretty good game, man. You had 16 characters, and that is a lot, okay? That is pretty quality, for the first build. And you can play it, you can have some fun, and after, a month or two, when you get tired of it, bam, man, they put out Super Street Fighter 4, okay? It is unprecedented, man, because then you've got the option, okay? You don't even have to pay for it, man, but they're looking out for the player, okay? Because they're giving you options. You can go and get Super Street Fighter 2, and then they put out AE, man, and that was pretty good too, because they had Evil Ryu. And then, to top it all off, man, they had Ultra Street Fighter 4. I mean, it is just a, you know, massive amount of choices. And I don't know, man. I don't think Street Fighter 2 can compare. I mean, back in the day, okay, they were putting out arcade games. And, it was kind of cool, but you had to actually leave your house and go to the arcade to play it. And it is just kind of stupid, man, because that might have worked out when you were a kid. That might fly when your average audience is 12 years old. But I am a grown man. You know, I have responsibilities and I have bills to pay, and I cannot afford to go to the arcade. So I think they should have wised up, man. I mean, you know, I've got some ideas about it, man. They could have made it where when you went to the arcade, you could, you know, you could pay a little bit extra, man. You could put in a few more quarters and you could get access to more characters, okay? That would have been quality, man, because then they were giving you the choice, okay? Maybe you could have played as Akuma. You know, you could put in $1 and play as Akuma, man. Or they could even have a character pack, you know, because they do that now, man. And that is a quality option, okay? That is some value. So, okay, now how about fundamentals? Okay, that is an area where Street Fighter 4 clearly shines because it is out competing Street Fighter 2 in every way. Okay, it teaches you fundamentals, man. It teaches you to play patiently and safely. Okay, and you cannot jump, man. I learned this the hard way. Okay, I had not played competitive fighting games, and when I got into 4, I was trying to jump, you know, because if you were a low level player and you were having trouble dealing with projectile zoning or footsies, you were probably going to jump in. And Street Fighter 4, it will teach you very quickly, man. You can jump in, but it can be red and it can be punished because I tried to do it and it was red and it was punished because they were hitting me with, you know, red focuses and red fireballs and red shoryukens, man, and it was hurting, okay? I mean, I had nightmares about it, man. I couldn't sleep for a while. And okay, my friend, man, he had it even harder. Okay, the poor guy. Look, he tried to play Street Fighter, man. He was never very good, but he got into it. Okay, and he was afraid to jump. Okay, he actually. Okay, man, he got hit by a car, man. He was walking home from work and he was hit by a vehicle. Okay, and he died because they said, you know, he probably could have jumped over the car and rolled over the hood and survived, but he chose not to, man. He chose not to jump because that is dedication, okay? He was a true Street Fighter warrior. And these Street Fighter 2 fans, man, they would not understand that, okay? Because that is another thing, okay? I'm just going to say it. With Street Fighter 4, man, you do not just play it, okay? It is a way of life, man. You have to live it and breathe it and sleep it, okay? And you know, I have fallen asleep a few times playing Street Fighter 4. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, okay? It is pretty intense, man. If I'm playing Rose and I get into a prolonged projectile war with my opponent, it can take a long time, man. And you know, my body just could not handle it, and I fell asleep once or twice. You know, I might have been drinking a little bit, but that would not happen in Street Fighter 2, man, because it is fucking insane, okay? It is so fast, man. I played it and I had to take a Xanax, okay, just to go to sleep that night because I was having heart palpitations, man. I was sweating, okay. You know, I have a friend, man, that he's not even an experienced player and he was whipping my ass because he was just mashing buttons, okay, doing double Shoryuken, man. And, you know, I'm just going to throw it out there. I still think that is broken, man, even in 4 and 5. They can just, these Ryu, especially Ken players, man, they can just Shoryuken, okay, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it's just broken. It can't even be punished. But anyway, you know, point being, Street Fighter 2 is twice as fast as Street Fighter 4. And you might think that is a good thing, but that is actually a bad thing because that means that it is only half as good because a fighting game needs to be a thinking man's game, okay? It has got to be at just the right tempo where each player has a chance to analyze his opponent, okay? You have to get into your opponent's mind. You have to get deep into what your opponent is thinking, okay? It is like a poker game or a chess match, man. It is not meant to be some kind of a fucking button masher, okay? You've got to be thinking. So, anyway, okay, my final point, man, I'm just going to say this, okay? Look at the community, man. Street Fighter 4, okay, they've got stalwart players, man, like Low Tier God. Okay, he's my hero, man, because this man, he does not put up with the scrubs, okay? He does not put up with any of that nonsense, and he plays to win, okay? He is a serious competitive player, okay? And he's out there making money, and these Street Fighter 2 players, man, I mean, okay, I don't even think that they make money playing it. I don't think anybody even plays it anymore, and you know, whereas Street Fighter 4, they had millions of people playing it, okay? And it is a serious competitive thing, man. They've got, you know, endorsements and they've got professional players, you know, that they're out there, you know, selling Slim Jims and, you know, Pepsi and Taco Bell, and that is quality stuff, man. That is the dream of every gamer, okay? And I don't think Street Fighter 2 has ever done that, man. And even the top, okay, look at the top Street Fighter 2 players, man. Even Daigo, okay, he's an okay player. You know, I think he's a little bit overrated, but even he, man, he moved on to Street Fighter 4 because he knew, okay, most of these other players that play 2, they are never going to get anywhere, man, and they know that. And that is why they're still playing Street Fighter 2, and they have not moved on to Street Fighter 4 because they know that they cannot handle it. They know that Street Fighter 4 is a more competitive game, okay, and that it is serious, okay. So, anyway, you know, speaking of important real life things, I need to make a grocery run. Okay, you know, I need to go and get some Cheez-Its. But anyway, just, you know, try to think about what I said, man. Try to process it, okay, and think about what makes a good game. Okay, what makes one game better than another. Okay, it is more. It is about more than just technical, you know, aspects and things like that. It is about the life of the community, man. You've got to see what this game is about, okay? And I think that is truly where Street Fighter 4 shines, man, because it is like a beacon on a hill, okay, in the fighting game community. It is a true, you know, testament to fighting games. So, anyway, you know, I'm going to go ahead and head out, but just like and subscribe and share as usual for more advanced commentaries and strategies. Okay.